Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Raluca and I do makeup. In this video I'm going to show you guys how I did this summer inspired makeup look with a very light glowy complexion and a colorful eye. Before we jump into the tutorial, I want to remind you guys to like this video and subscribe. So yeah, once you've done that, let's jump into the tutorial. Okay, my brows are already done. I do have a tutorial on how I do my brows at the moment. You can check it out if you're interested. For today's look I'm going to start with my base. My face is already moisturized, so my moisturizer will act as a base today. And for this summer makeup I want my base to be a little bit more lightweight and dewy and glowy, so I'm going to use the Dior Forever Skin Glow foundation. This one has very light coverage, it's very good for dry skin, it has a dewy finish and it feels very light on the skin. I squeezed a pump and a half of this foundation on my hand and I'm going to dot it on the skin, avoiding the eye area. And to get a very natural blended finish I'm going to use a sponge. And this one is the 3D HD sponge by Sigma Beauty. And just bounce this foundation into my skin. To contour my face I'm going to use the Natasha Denona Face Glow Foundation in the shade 45. This is way too dark for me to use as foundation, but I like using it as contour. It has a neutral / cool undertone. This is a very liquidy foundation. It seems very dry skin friendly. And I'll contour my cheeks. This is just a Wet n Wild P50 brush. I'll contour my temples and my forehead as well. And my jawline. Dragging the contour towards my neck. I'll also contour a little bit under my nose. And a little bit of lip contouring as well, above my top lip and under my bottom lip. I'm taking my sponge again to kind of blend the sides of the contour so it doesn't look that harsh. For my under eyes I'm first going to use this Maybelline Azure Brightener, and I'll just apply it with my finger where my darkness is, here in the inner portion of the eye. This is some kind of a color corrector. And for concealer I'm going to use this Urban Decay Stay Naked concealer. I love that it's very high coverage. And again I'll just use it in the inner portion of my under eye. And also I'll use it on my eyelids to prime. And I'll blend it in using my sponge again. And now I'm immediately setting it in place so my concealer doesn't crease. I'm also going to set the rest of my face using a fluffier brush, dusting off the excess from the brush and then stamping the powder all over my face. I'm stamping instead of swiping so I don't move the creams underneath. Next I'm going to take this NYX 3 Steps to Sculpt palette. This is in the shade Deep. And I'm going to take this peachy shade to use as a blush. And I'm taking it on a Sigma F10 powder brush. Dusting off a little bit of the excess. And applying it above where I apply the contour. I like this shade because it's very warm and summery. I'll also apply it on the bridge of my nose to achieve a kind of a sun-kissed look. To give my skin more warmth and that bronzy appearance, I'm going to take this shimmer shade here and use it as a bronzer. The brush I'm using is a Morphe M405 brush. And I'll dust off the excess since the shade is a little bit too dark for me. So I want to use very little product. and I'll apply it on the sides of my face, my temples, my forehead, circular motions to kind of blend it. And this also gives some kind of a sheen to my face, so it looks more glowy. For highlighter, I'm going to take the Nyx Born to Glow palette, and I'm going to mix these two shades to create kind of a goldenish highlight. And I'll apply it to my cheekbones, to my chin, above my brows, on the bridge of my nose, mainly in the upper side here, on my cupid's bow, and on the tip of my nose. Moving on to the eyeshadow, I'm going to blend the concealer a little bit more since it kind of creased. And the palette that I'm going to use today is the Juvia's Place Festival palette. It really inspired me to create a summer look because it has like this neon orange, the yellow, and I like the combo between this blue and this champagne shade. It kind of looks like sea and sand to me. First, I'm going to go in with this light peachy shade to use as a transition, and I'm going to take it on a Juvia's Place 007 Pro Blending brush. I'll dust off the excess, and this is the first time that I'm trying out this palette. I'm applying this shade to my crease. I love Juvia's Place's shadows in general, but I haven't tried this particular palette before. This kind of a shade is like one of my favorites to work with. I love peachy, pinky, light shades like this. I'm just doing back and forth motions to blend this shade into my crease. On the inner portion of my eyelid, I'm going to go in with this yellow shade here. I'm going to use a Juvia's Place 005 small buffer brush. Again, dust off the excess. And stamp this color to my lid. Next, I'm going to take this bright neon orange shade on a Morphe M507 brush, and this one is going to go in my outer corner. This shade is like the star of the palette for me. Oh my god, it's so pigmented. Okay, and I'm stamping this shade into my outer corner. I just love it so much. And by applying a little less pressure, I'm going to blend it into the yellow. And then into the crease. I'll switch to my crease brush again to blend the edges of the shade. On my lower lash line, I'm going to use a combo of this blue and sand shade. First, going to use a Makeup Addiction Precision Shader brush, and I'm going to take this champagne sand shade to go in the inner portion of my lower lash line, right here. If your skin is a little bit more tan than mine, you can even use this as a highlighter. I think it will look gorgeous. And the blue shimmer is going to go in the outer portion of my lower lash line. And I'll kind of fade it into the previous shade that we used. On my waterline, I'm going to apply two pencils by NYX. They are both the Slide On, Glide On, Stay On and Definitely a Turn On Waterproof Extreme Shine Eyeliner. One is in the shade Azure and one is in the shade Glitzy Gold. The Azure one is going to go in the outer portion where I placed the blue shade, and the gold one is going to go in the inner portion. I want to do a wing liner as well to lift up my eye a little bit more, and I'm going to use this Sephora collection colorful eyeliner in black. I'm first extending my eye with a straight line and then connecting it to my lid. And then I'm just filling in this shape that I created. To highlight my inner corner and my brow bone, I'm going to use this white shimmer here. This is a small detail brush, it's by e.l.f. I love a bright shimmer in my inner corner. Now I'll use a lash curler to curl my lashes and apply a little bit of mascara. I'm going to apply false lashes too. And I'm going straight in with the Fenty Full Frontal Mascara. I'm not applying very much since I'm going to apply false lashes anyway. I'm going to apply it on a lower lash line as well. I let my mascara dry for a minute, and meanwhile I will do my lips. I'm going to apply this Boysenberry's lip pencil in the shade Naked. This is like my favorite lip pencil, I'm almost running out of it. I'm also going to fill in my lips with the same pencil. And over this pencil I'm going to apply this Too Faced Sweet Peach lip gloss. Oh my god, the smell of this. It smells delicious. To set this look in place and to make my complexion look a lot more skin-like, I'm going to use the MAC Fix Plus. As false lashes today, I'm going to apply the Lush Beauty lashes in the style Chic. They are not very long, but they are full, and I like that they are longer at the outer corner, so they lift up the eye a little bit. I'm using the Dual Lash Glue and just applying a thin layer of glue on the band. And now I'll wait like 50-60 seconds for the glue to dry, so it's ready to apply on the eye. First going to apply it in the center until I feel like the glue has made contact with my skin. And then I'm fixing the sides. I finished applying the other lash and this is the look all complete. I just love the summery vibes, and since this is my first time using the Festival by Juvia's Place, I want to give you my thoughts on it. As usual, Juvia's Place kills it with every palette. I just love their formula so much, they are so pigmented and the color story is beautiful. There are a lot of summery shades here. I'm also curious about this hot pink here, I haven't had a chance to use it, maybe in a future look. I hope you like this look as much as I loved creating it, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you're into makeup. And I hope I'll see you in my next video. Bye!